25 Creedmoor, is it a buy or is it a bust? Well, based off my experience with the 6.5 Creedmoor and having this loaded 200 feet per second faster to get the energy needed to harvest game, I'm going to go with Now, what do I not like about the Creedmoor? Well, first of all, you have point of aim 0 closer than the cartridge I'm about to mention, and you don't have the energy behind it. If a 6.5 is lacking energy, the 25 is going to lack even more energy because of a smaller projectile. You're going to get like 100 grain to 120 grain. First of all, the lack of energy downrange, the lack of range at 0 is going to be a deal breaker for me. Now, last year I shot my deer with a true wildcat. It is a 338 Lupoa, neck down to a 30, and it was 185 grain VLD by Berger. That thing went in and boom, right? So I stuck my finger in there. I looked at it, and it actually deflected down a bit. That's a big, true, mild gun hitting a softball-sized target consistently. Very, very accurate gun. Very tuned in for long-range stuff. Very, very powerful. Between shooting that and the Creedmoor lacks a lot of oomph. And when I stuck my finger in the hole of the 30 going through, if I shot it with the Creedmoor, I would have had problems. I would have had a lot of problems. I mean, I wouldn't have recovered that animal. So is the new 25 Creedmoor going to be something that I'm going to look at? No. I would go right over to a 257 Weatherby. You have point of aim 0, 300 yards, and you have almost 3,500 feet per second out of a 100 grain projectile. So much more faster, so much more oomph behind it. And Roy Weatherby took he took a water buffalo with it in Africa. And then I saw a guy punch a bear shoulder with a big black bear in Canada and knock down a black bear. So it's more than capable, plenty powerful. And it is a 300 Weatherby or 300 H&H case, I believe. Don't quote me on it. Neck down to a 257. It is blistering fast, and it is absolutely molly-whopping animals. There has been very few animals that I've talked to, out of all the hunters I talked to in Oregon and all those states, that ever had a deer run from a 257. Now, you look at 6.5 Creedmoor, there's a lot of deer that run from that. So I'm going to go on a whim here and say that the 25 is going to have similar stuff. The Creedmoors were built for long-range targets. It's not going to be the ideal hunting round, but it's going to be great on the range. That's my breakdown. That's my analogy. But go buy a 257 and see what really happens to an animal.